Hello, I'm Greg Jamian, and welcome to Boomer Health at Home. As more baby boomers receive medical services at home, there are many questions that pop up that require sometimes quick answers. I have put together a series of short segments with healthcare professionals that will help explain how things work, along with answers to common questions found in home-based care. I hope you find the following information helpful.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Boomer Health at Home. I'm your host, Ryan Donnellan. On today's show, we're going to do a special segment called Hometown Health Heroes, where we highlight various groups, organizations, and people who strive to make a positive difference in your health and well-being for the baby boomer generation. This month's Hometown Health Hero is Sun Medical Equipment Company. Joining me today is the Director of Operations for Sun Medical, John Jamian. John, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, Ryan. I wear a lot of hats, so I have many titles.
Yeah, many titles. Well, tell us a little bit more about yourself and your involvement with Sun Medical.
Well, I started selling oxygen systems to hospitals many years ago, and from there, I ended up going to work for Sun Medical Equipment Company, and we were providing oxygen systems for patients in their homes, and it's been over 35 years.
Wow.
It's been a wonderful experience. I've taken a detour here and there into politics and government, and served as the chairman of public health in the House of Representatives for the state of Michigan. But they always say you return to your roots, and I returned to my roots, which is a company that my brother Greg and another partner Greg own, and I'm part of the ownership and enjoy really working there.
Well, that's great, and I think that's really what the show's looking for too, is some locally family-owned companies that really are making a difference, so we appreciate you being here today.
Well, thanks.
So what kind of stuff are we going to hear from Sun Medical today?
Well, we're going to hear all about the types of equipment and medical supplies that our company carries, and it's really designed around patients in the home. And so in certain situations when patients are discharged from hospitals, they need medical supplies or equipment. Our company has all of those, and we provide everything from first aid kits and bandages all the way to wheelchairs, hospital beds, oxygen equipment. And the previous guest, Ryan, was discussing how patients can fall or prevent falling. And many times when patients fall, they unfortunately need to have hip replacement, or their hip pinned together, or they break a leg. And in those situations, when they're discharged from the hospital, the doctor will write a prescription for them or give them an order to get them a cane, a wheelchair, a walker. So we have all of those supplies. So it's all about taking that patient from the hospital to home, and we try to make that experience as pleasurable as best as possible for them.
Great. Well, when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about that, as well as maybe some products that a home health equipment company carries that you might be unsure of. Number 3 will shock you. We'll be back. Welcome back. Today on our Hometown Healthcare Heroes segment, we're highlighting Sun Medical. And joining me, of course, is Director of Operations, John Jamian, and my co-host, Brett Pulte. Brett, thanks for being here today.
Oh, not a problem. Thank you.
Well, great. So we got a bunch of equipment pieces here. John, would you let us know what's going on with some of these things?
Well, with Sun Medical Equipment Company, we actually have kind of like two product lines. There's the equipment side, which would be hospital, semi-electric hospital beds, wheelchairs, walkers, and things like that that people would need at home when they're discharged from the hospital or after an accident or injury. And then there's the medical supply piece. So today I thought it'd be a great idea to feature some of the medical supplies that we have that a lot of people really don't know about until they need it. And when you need it, there are not a lot of companies out there that do what we do. We like to think we're the best, but with three showrooms, we're conveniently located, out in Macomb County, North Oakland County, and also in kind of like the Troy corridor where our headquarters are. So we try to make it easy for patients to get these things, and we also have delivery.
Great. So what is the biggest advantage of it? If someone's in the market for some of this equipment, for them to go to Sun Medical Equipment Store, what is the biggest advantage there? Well,
the biggest advantage is that, it's when you go to a hardware store, you'd like to think that you're going there for a hammer, specific screws, nails, whatever it may be. It's kind of difficult when you go to a big box drugstore to buy a hammer or something that you would find in a hardware store. Well, you have to think of medical supplies and equipment the same way. If you have a specific need for something, you should go to a company or a store where there are professionals that can explain the products. Because many times, Ryan, these products, they need prescriptions. And so we have nurses, on staff. We have all of our staff are educated on the products that we sell. And sometimes you need prescriptions for it. So the analogy is you're better off going to a medical supply company for these unique products rather than going to just your average drugstore.
Right. Well, that's great. So let's just kind of take me through this. Let's say I go to my doctor and they diagnose me with sleep apnea. Where could you fill in to help me out there?
So many people, they suffer from sleep apnea, which is, you wake up in the morning and you're really tired and you can't figure out why you're tired all day long. They have intermittent breathing at nighttime. Perhaps they're snoring. And so they go to a sleep doctor. The doctor will ask them to participate in a sleep study overnight, sometimes at a facility or sometimes at your home. And they hook up a couple of pieces of electronic equipment. They monitor your sleep to see if you are snoring or have intermittent breathing problems. And so after that, they make a diagnosis and they prescribe what we call a CPAP machine. And it's really continuous positive airway is what it really stands for. And there are many kinds of CPAP machines, but it's just a small little machine you put on your nightstand, or you can travel with it, and you can either have what we call a nasal pillow, which goes around your nose, or you can have a really soft mask on your face. And it really helps you sleep through the night. People that have these things, they wake up in the morning, they think, I can't believe the difference in how great I feel.
Now, you said that they do have travel versions, and I see that you did bring one in with you today. What's the advantage of traveling with it compared to, let's say like for our snowbirds? Mm-hmm. They stay here in Michigan, they have their big machine at home. What's better about taking this with them as they travel?
Well, this is a really unique machine. It's called the Mini CPAP. You might hear about them on the radio. They're very, very popular. These CPAP machines, unlike traditional CPAP machines that are the size of, a small little box that you put on your nightstand, plug into the wall, these things you can put in your car. You can recharge the batteries on them. And best of all, because of their size, this particular unit you can pack in your luggage real easy or your carry-ons. And it's nice because TSA at the airports, they know what these are, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can travel with these, Brett, and it does the same job 90% of the time as the larger one.
Now I gotta ask. I've been looking at this since you walked in. We're gonna put a lampshade on this and make a Christmas movie about it, or what is this for here?
Well, that is a compression stocking. We sell Sigvaris, which is one of the most popular brands you can get in our country, actually the world. And Sigvaris compression stockings are for all people. We're all familiar with people that go to the hospital and have surgery, and after surgery they put compression stockings on you to keep the circulation, the blood flowing in your legs or your body. And these are great because after you're discharged from the hospital, your doctor may write a prescription for you to get some compression stockings. And they go up, there's one level of compression that you do not need a prescription for, and all of us could wear one of these socks. In fact, I wear them in the winter time and also when I travel long distance because they're great on airplanes. And then there are the ones where you need a prescription because the compression strength is higher and you have to have the right physician prescribing these for you. Right. These compression stockings, they come in all styles, everything for men and for women. Right. And the best part about them is that, again, like CPAP or the sleep apnea situation and the solution, these make you feel great when you need it. They give you energy, they help with your circulatory system, and we have certified fitters in our stores at St. Joseph Mercy Hospital in Pontiac, and our store in Troy, and our store in Romeo, Michigan, Washington Township. So you could go in there and you could find any kind of compression stocking. And you know something, guys, the biggest difference is that if you were to look in a drugstore, a typical drugstore for these, you might find some off-the-shelf kinds, but you're not going to find a fitter. Certainly the pharmacist doesn't have enough time. So you really want to make sure when you have these that you have a fitter giving you the right sock.
So it sounds like when you're, I mean, if you're going on a trip, I mean, you always hear the threats about if you're sitting too long, you get blood clots and stuff. So all of this is something anyone could walk in off the store, go to one of your retail shops, say I'm traveling, and you have something for them. So it's worth having that expertise at 100%. Your disposal.
You know, just real quickly, when I travel overseas, my young daughter asked me, she said, "Dad, do you have your compression socks on?" And I was surprised that that generation, your generation, even knew about these things. Well, the truth is they're great products for other, you know, travel and an active lifestyle, and you don't need a script for them. Or if your doctor does prescribe a script, you can get them anywhere at our stores.
And I you know, growing up, I've played sports. I still play in recreation league sports, and you're starting to see athletes wear them. You know, your recreational league athletes.
Yes,
they're becoming more and more popular. So it's great to have them available. And like you were saying, you know, we have special fitters. What's the advantage of having a person fit the sock to you compared to just buying a random one?
Well, you know, my first experience with these is that, you know, I'm looking at them and I have no idea what compression I should be getting. So, you know, they may say on that shelf are all the non-prescription compression socks. Well, they come in all shapes and styles. And I think the real advantage is that when you have a certified fitter that knows the product and knows your needs, they can measure your calf, they can measure your thigh, they can measure your foot, and get you into that proper stocking so that you feel great.
Yeah, get guesswork out of it. That sounds good.
Correct.
So I'm going to put you on the spot, do a little devil's advocate here, because I'm looking what's in front here, the incontinence supply. I mean, you see these at any general, you know, I have a 2-year-old home, so it seems like I'm in drugstores all the time at odd hours. I see these everywhere. Why would someone necessarily go out of their way a little bit to go to your store to purchase this product and not to a drugstore?
Well, again, Ryan, you know, we've been in business over 35 years, and we've learned a lot over time, and, you know, even with our own parents. In some situations, it's unfortunate, but you may have an incontinence problem, and no one really likes to talk about the subject, let alone shop for it, especially if you're shopping for your, you know, your loved one. And again, you may find some of these products in your local drugstore, but people want to be discreet when they shop. You know, I certainly do. I'm not interested in going and buying some products in stores and turning around and seeing my next door neighbor, Ryan or Brett, right behind me, and I'm buying a package of incontinent adult diapers. So with Sun Medical, the advantage is, besides us being able to ship to you, The other advantage is discreet shopping. You go to a medical supply store, our staff are professional, they understand your needs. And there are all kinds of products for all different kinds of needs. For example, we have everything from the more budget-minded people that need to buy something that's more affordable, a larger package of incontinent diapers or briefs. And then we have the more deluxe version that no one else sells, no other drugstore sell these particular products. And that's a great product. And then we have on the bottom there in the white package, the Supreme version, which is a great product. You don't have to worry about anything. And we also have bed pads. They're great for kids even.
Well, it sounds like you got a lot. We need to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to talk more about these products and some other things you've brought along. And so don't go away. Welcome back. Right before the break, John was letting us know about Sun Medical Equipment and the different products they hold and also the discretion associated with these purchases. Now going on, we'd like to talk about some of these other goodies he brought here. So John, what else do we have?
Well, Ryan and Brett, we're more than just a medical equipment company. And what makes us unique is our stores feature all kinds of medical equipment such as bathroom safety products, bath benches, walkers, canes, and we have hospital beds and wheelchairs, all that kind of medical equipment. But also what makes us unique is all the medical supplies you can get for us. So like I was saying earlier, when you come into our store, it's kind of like the hardware store where you can go and you can get something very specific. Some of the products we have here today are unique.
Yeah, like this one, I wouldn't think you guys would carry something like this. You think medical supplies, so you think just the wheelchairs and stuff that the doctor gives you, but that's interesting.
Well, that's the TheraTherm heating pad, and for Brett here, he's an active hockey player. I'm sure he gets a lot of bumps and bruises during a game.
Constantly.
Or if you have a sore muscle somewhere, a sore back, this is the greatest heating pad ever. You can wrap it and get the outer cover wet so that it's moist, and then you have moist heating, or you can use it dry. It's a very, very popular product. We sell all different kinds of sizes for your neck, your back, your legs, and that's the TheraTherm moist heating pad.
Oh, and you've actually been going on and on about this one for ever since you got here.
Yeah.
So it definitely seems like quite the product, and I see it's digital here. You can actually set the temperature you want, which is a lot better than your low, medium, high settings.
Yes,
Nice.
that's correct. It's really the most popular heating pad that we sell, and probably one of the most popular heating pads ever. And this is something that you can buy for a Christmas gift. This is something you can buy for yourself. There's no prescription needed, and we'll ship it to you if you can't come in.
I'm looking at this up here too. I mean, we have some loved ones in our family that we are worried about falls in the bathroom and stuff of that nature. Is this something someone can just walk in and purchase as well?
Yes, that's correct. We have a whole section in all of our stores labeled bathroom safety. So that is a grab bar that you would put into a shower. And we have different sizes and different grab bars. But another service that our company does is home modifications. So that if you need to have a permanent, let's say, stainless steel or an antique bronze shower grab bar installed in your house, we provide that service. We'll help adjust your shower to meet the needs of you or your loved ones at home.
That's great. I mean, yeah, you're not going to get that at just a hardware store.
No.
That's incredible. So if I was going to have surgery or something and just What kind of products would you carry for that to walk in for my recovery? Is there any?
Well, all kinds of products. You'll see this box here,
Yeah.
Fast Freeze. I recently had back surgery, and right before my back surgery, I was in so much pain that we have many different Fast Freeze products. This particular one is designed for your arm, but we also have some that you can apply to your back. It's one of the greatest products that we sell. We have spray, we have roll-on, we have the cuffs that you see,
Right.
and what it does is, much like the heating pad, your doctor will say, I want intermittent heat and ice, heat and ice.
Right.
Well, sometimes you can't get to the freezer so quickly. So these products are very nice because you can apply them and it gives you that freezing feeling and helps your muscles.
Right.
And one nice thing about this particular one that you brought, it's actually it fits your arm.
Yeah.
It's not you get a lot of like those gel packs that are just a flat square. This is actually a cylinder that you can slip over just like any sleeve.
It's a great feature, Brett, and I'm glad you brought that up because, we always hear about tennis elbow, and people say, well, what is that? Well, we all have sore elbows sometimes, and that product is designed to go right around your arm and fit you tightly.
Exactly, and next we have one of the glucose meters, which diabetics are very high on. They absolutely have to have. Now, a lot of people can go fill a prescription for one anywhere. What's one of the benefits of you filling the prescription?
Well, again, we're professionals in this business, so we're not a one-size-fit-all like a typical drugstore would be, where you could get that, but you may not get the product knowledge. Our company really specializes in giving the patient or the customer the product knowledge and the information that they need for something like this. Because if you're diabetic or your doctor asks you to monitor your glucose levels every day, we're all familiar with the fact that you have to prick your finger and do a test strip. We carry some of the best products, and our nurses and our sales staff really understand your needs. And again, this is a product that we can ship to you anywhere.
Now, other than just the meters, do you also carry the insulin pumps if someone needed one of those?
Yes, that's kind of a more expensive product. However, there are some patients that need that, and their doctor will write a prescription for that, and we will take care of that. We have them in stock and provide them. Of course, everybody has different brands. Our company likes to think we have the most premium brand, but it does not mean the most premium price. We're very conscious of the fact that, when you get up there in years, even the baby boomers ourselves, we have to watch our budgets, and so
Right. I imagine it's like anything. You get what you pay for. When it comes to your health care, you don't want to skimp. You want to get the best product. So it sounds like you guys have that. I'm looking over here at the blood pressure monitor. You can have one of those at home. I know it's important to monitor it, but I know that the ones in the grocery store aren't necessarily the most accurate. So how does this compare to those type of machines you see in the hospital?
Well, our buyers buy for two reasons. We buy knowing that the doctor or the discharge planner, the nurse, such as Joyce, who was before me, when they are sending someone home and they say you need to monitor your blood pressure, or if you have high blood pressure and you have to monitor it every day, there's many products you can buy. Our company specializes in purchasing the best blood pressure kits that make it easy for somebody to do it themselves. And it's not a scary thing where you got to pump it up and watch, what your pressure is. That's for the professionals. For all of us, this is a kit that's battery operated, and you put it on your arm, you push the button, and the machine tells you everything you need to know. So it's a great product, and it's also a great product as a gift for somebody.
Right. Well, that's great. Well, if someone has any questions, so some of the viewers at home, how can you be reached?
You can reach any of the Sun Medical stores by dialing 248-280-2020. And again, our stores are located in Romeo, Michigan. They're located, our headquarters in Troy, we have a store there, and also in St. Joseph Mercy Oakland Hospital on Woodward Avenue in Pontiac.
Well, that's great. Well, we really appreciate you being on the show today. I think it's great information, and we appreciate you watching. We hope you enjoyed the show, and if you have any questions about any of the content you see on the show, or we'd love to hear from you, give us a call at the number John just gave. I'll give it again, 248-288-2270. Thanks for watching.